Happy Friday, teachers. Here's day 5's activity overview. So we're looking at westward expansion today. And then students are going to go into some of the specific ideas and events of that era. And then they are going to take their quiz over day 4 and 5, which would be CFA number 2. So your little social emotional learning connection. Remember, teachers, you can fill out the top section before you assign, and then the kids will fill out the bottom section. Make sure you delete that yellow box before you assign to students. So the westward expansion area, you have a little bit of an introduction here. And then they're going to watch this kind of cool time-lapse video. It is shortened. The original video is a lot longer. We don't need them to watch the whole thing. So if they press play and go into full screen, it'll have the shortened version of the video in which they'll answer these questions. Really just getting them to understand that the population was expanding westward, right? And we want them to say that, oh, people are moving west here. So on the next slide, kids are kind of looking at the basic definition of manifest destiny. There is also some directions here for students to read this quote and then to highlight evidence that shows how manifest destiny promoted people's expansion west. So this video will actually read them the quote and also show them how to highlight it, because some kids just kind of need help with logistically how to do that, right? They could underline if that's easier, whatever makes sense. So on slide 7, there's just kind of a breakdown of this famous American Progress painting, which should be familiar to them. And then on slide 8, we go into more of the land acquisitions with the Louisiana Purchase specifically. So kids will watch the video, then they'll answer these questions directly on the slide. Now on the accommodated version, there's going to be multiple choice, which is going to help them out a bit. After Louisiana Purchase, we have them looking at the causes and effects of the U.S.-Mexican War. So they'll watch this short video and then complete the drag and drop. Now you'll notice on both of the previous slide and this kind of shows the United States before and after those land acquisitions. On the next slide, we have the gold rush. So kind of naturally after the Mexican cession is acquired, then pretty soon thereafter, or pretty simultaneously, gold is found in California, which now belongs to the United States. So kids watch this video, look at this population graph. They will see this on their assessment as well, and then answer the questions. And on the accommodated slide, we have some sentence starters for them to help them out. So students are going to now have a fun dance party brain break before they move on to studying for their quiz. So there's a quizzes here that's specifically made for kids to review Early Republic and Westward Expansion. There's a couple different links, okay? So it just depends what you want. This first link is for you as the teacher to access the quiz. And that's if you want to assign the quizzes to your kids and get the data and assign, your specific link to kids. If you just want kids to practice, to study, you can give them this link. It's a student practice link. And then what I would suggest is whatever link you choose or whatever information you choose to go ahead and put it here, making sure you delete the yellow box before assigning to your students. Next, the kids will take Common Formative Assessment number 2. And what I put here is that you're going to find that on the summer school calendar. So I'll just show you there under day 5. You're going to have 2 CFA links. The first one's going to be the on-level quiz. The second one would be the accommodated. Now notice when you click on those, it's going to have you make your own copy. So you want to make a copy and then assign that to your students via Google Classroom. And it kind of gives you some parameters around there that you want to put that under your classwork tab so that your students see, oh, I have this quiz that I need to take. It gives them that notification. So after they take the quiz, they'll have an evaluation of the assignment to kind of give you more information about what their needs are. And then, as always, we have the checklist. So students, before they turn in their slides, can double check they've completed everything. Thank you so much for all that you do. Have a great weekend.